Brainy Wave presents 14 signs you are emotionally stronger than most people. What comes to mind when you think about emotional strength? You probably have an image of someone who can deal with anything and remain cool under strain. Someone who is composed under pressure or stress. You could define emotional control as the capacity to control one's emotional responses. It requires you to handle challenging circumstances, recover from them, and maintain your composure in the face of failure, criticism, and defeat. One of the most important components of life is emotional stability. A person can be made or broken by this ability. Those who embrace it can achieve great things. If they don't, they might never realize their full potential. This video explains how you are emotionally stronger than the majority of people and exhibit highly developed emotional intelligence. We also go through how having these qualities might make your life more fulfilling and prosperous. So, let's get started right away. Number 1. You don't stress on the little things. Since we are all human, we all have setbacks. Some of us, though, are more adept at letting go of the things that don't really matter. Most people experience such high levels of stress because they allow things to affect them. They do nothing but dwell on how terrible everything is, simmer in their rage, or become fixated on their irritation. You're probably more resilient than most people if you can get through a day without becoming upset over anything little, like an incident that occurred in line at Starbucks or a tweet. Number 2. You do not fear intimacy. It's no secret that many people struggle with intimacy anxiety. This is due to a variety of factors, including fears of rejection, vulnerability, and injury. The list is endless. It's likely that you are emotionally stronger than other individuals if you don't fear closeness. Having emotional fortitude does not guarantee that you will not suffer harm. It implies that, in the event that you are harmed, you are able to mend and carry on with your life. Number 3. You are capable of postponing gratification. Many people frequently succumb to their irrational thoughts, impatience, or worry about missing out. However, you are more resilient than most if you can postpone what you desire right now in favor of a better result down the road. In truth, it takes emotional and mental fortitude to put your attention on the future rather than on today's joys. Delaying gratification also allows you to stay focused on your goals and make wise decisions regarding your money, relationships, and other essential aspects of life, which can help you succeed more in life. Number 4. You don't allow the negativity of others to affect you. It's simple to become distracted by what other people are doing or saying. Participating in the fun is wonderful, especially when you're feeling sad. However, it's equally simple to take things personally and let them have an impact on you. It takes courage to be able to step back from those things and recognize them for what they are, just words. It requires emotional intelligence as well. Additionally, you now know how to stop yourself from being overwhelmed by unfavorable emotions or thoughts. Number 5. You are not jealous of other people's success. Many individuals dislike it when others succeed. It may even make them feel threatened. But you are emotionally stronger than most people if you can still be glad for others while they are doing better than you. You are aware that there is no need to degrade others in order to feel better about yourself, or that life is not a game. It's common to feel energized and motivated by other people's achievement, especially when it involves those who are closest to you. Number 6. You don't always have to say it. The majority of people feel so compelled to talk. They have a sense that they need to defend themselves and provide evidence that they are correct. But if everyone sought to always be correct, there would be no advancement in anything. Whatever the subject, there are always opposing viewpoints, and no one will ever always agree. You're not a complete coward just because you didn't get the last word. It simply means that, even when it's difficult, you sometimes decide to let things go and go on. You are significantly stronger than most people because of this. Number 7. You never get afraid to be alone. Many people feel the desire to be surrounded by someone at all times. They believe that if they are alone for an extended period of time, they will get bored, lonely, or insane. However, you're in excellent company if you're not afraid to be alone yourself. It is real. Being at ease in your own company shows that you have confidence in both yourself and your current situation. It doesn't mean you dislike people or don't want them around. It just means you don't require their validation or completion of what you already have going on. Number 8. You are wise to use social media in right way. We are all aware of the tremendous opportunity social media offers to interact with others and make new acquaintances, but it can also be a time waster and a source of concern. Social media consumes so much of people's time and energy that they are left with nothing for their real life. And this leads to ongoing emotions of despair and worry. Additionally, it has an impact on a person's employment and relationships. However, if you have a positive connection with social media, you will be able to set time limits, recognize how the stuff you consume affects you, and know when to log off completely. This demonstrates that your emotional strength is superior. Number 9. You are aware of your limitations and avoid going beyond them. It's simple to get caught up in putting out fires, making sure everyone is pleased, and taking on more than we should in a world when so many people feel like they need to be on all the time. However, there are instances when it's preferable to simply decline, or at least not today. You are emotionally stronger than most people if you can identify your limitations and don't push yourself too far. You are well aware of your capabilities and your personal limits. You are not readily influenced by other people, and you are aware that prioritizing your needs over those of others does not make you selfish but rather wise. Number 10. You know the value of resolving conflicts. Conflict is typically viewed as something that should be avoided at all costs. However, the reality is that conflicts are inevitable in life, and for this reason alone, conflict resolution is crucial. It fosters our personal development and improves the bonds we have with others. We may improve our communication skills and establish trust with those around us when we are able to resolve issues in a constructive way. However, most people do not have a natural aptitude for dispute resolution. It necessitates patience, time, and effort. Therefore, you are already ahead of most others if you are willing to try to make amends with someone who has wronged or injured you. Number 11. You abandon habits that don't serve you well. We all have our limitations, but it takes tremendous courage to acknowledge when something isn't working and needs to be changed. Perhaps there is a relationship that has to end or a career that has no room for advancement. Maybe it's something else, like a terrible habit, a bad decision, or a false notion. Some people may feel as though they are drowning in their emotions as a result of these things weighing them down so heavily. They feel immobile and powerless to proceed. You are emotionally stronger than most people if you can let go of things that no longer serve you well. Number 12. People approach you for emotional support. People will come to you for emotional support if you have a strong emotional aptitude. They know they can rely on you and that they can trust you to be there for them, so that's why. When someone needs assistance, whether it be seeking counsel or simply having someone to listen when no one else will. You are the one they turn to. Although this might occasionally be a nuisance, it's also a wonderful gift that has numerous benefits. People value you, and that has significance. Number 13. You acknowledge your weakness. Speaking the truth can be distinguished from minimizing oneself. It may demonstrate your strength to accept your flaws if you admit that you struggle with discipline or that you're awful at facing people. Recognizing your shortcomings might also motivate you to behave in a constructive manner. You might assign activities that are difficult for you to do or create a strategy to assist you accomplish despite your limitations. Number 14. You always chose proactive way than reactive. You understand that you are in charge of your own life. If there is an issue, you can consider your choices and decide what to do. A passive individual, on the other hand, typically experiences overwhelming or disconnected feelings to the point that they feel paralyzed and powerless to take any action. Similar to this, a reactive individual merely responds to situations instinctively rather than making decisions consciously. People who are passive or reactive are rarely conscious of the decisions they are making in their lives. People that are proactive are conscious of their feelings, thoughts, and motivations. Even if your life is difficult, you enjoy living it. At the end, we can say, in many respects, psychological, intellectual, and emotional strength is the capacity to recognize reality for what it truly is and then control your emotions in a healthy, constructive way in response to those insights. What we do and, occasionally, what we don't do, both indicate our mental toughness. Being emotionally strong doesn't mean you have to be perfect all the time. Rather, it means you can deal with life's ups and downs with grace and compassion for both you and other people. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and share it with friends so we can make more videos. Click the subscribe button to see more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thank you for watching.